welcome back to my channel. It's Simply Jessica here today, and we are going to make some beautiful little ornaments for your tree. I got these super cute wooden Christmas trees from the Dollar Tree, and they come with 8 in a pack, and this is it, just plain wooden little Christmas trees. And what you're going to need, some Mod Podge and some tissue paper. I have a bunch of different tissue paper here. All of these did come from Dollar General for $1. It is 20 by 20 inches, 5 sheets, but look how cute they are, right? And this is what we're going to be working with. You're going to need a little bit of paint as well. As you can see, I get it everywhere. Because you're going to want to paint the backs of your ornaments because the tissue paper is pretty see-through. But nothing that's going to take no, that's not what I wanted. Nothing that's going to take a ton of time. And this part is always just so easy. So I figured white paint, red, white, and black. Get your little dabbers. I bought these from Temu. I have to look up the price because I don't remember. We got 20 of them. 20 of them. And I think it was just a couple of dollars. So, worth the investment, that is for sure. And you're just going to paint just because, like I said, the tissue paper is pretty thin. So you do see just kind of straight through it. So just put a little coat on there. You could do the backs as well, or not. Completely up to you. Because if it's hanging on the tree, you won't see it. But if you're like me and you think that you're going to be able to see it, then you're going to want to paint them. Then that's it. So just give that a quick coat of whatever back color you're going to want it to be. So we're just going to do, how many things do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 5 of them because that's exciting. And that's it. This is the easy part here. So 1, 2, 3. I need 3 white ones. And that's all I'm doing here, guys. So I'm just figuring out what color the tree needs to be for the kind of tissue paper that I'm using. So once you figure that out, just paint the trees. Of course, let them dry. Have my little heat gun over here, so we'll just dry those quickly. And then once they are all painted and dry, I'll be right back. Okay, so they are all painted. Now what we're going to do, which one did I do that one for? The snowman. You're going to take your tissue paper, open it up, and you're just going to cut yourself some. However it is, let's go up a little higher because I'm not sure. You just cut yourself a little square. Just like that. Then you're going to take your Mod Podge and our little sponge, and we're going to go all over it with the Mod Podge here. You don't need a ton, but just get it on there. Just like that. You're going to take your tissue paper. You're going to find where you want your center to be. Thank God it's kind of see-through. And just place that down. Rub it along. Make sure we really get it on there. And we're going to take our little heat gun. I'll turn it on low here. And we're going to dry that here. You could also just let it sit if you want. But I like to do this and then just kind of push out the bubbles as I do it. Making sure that that's really on there. And then we're going to go, what did I just do with it? Oh, then we're just going to take a little bit more and we're going to go over the top of it, just like so. Just get it on there and then dry it. Just speeding up the process here with the heat gun. Make sure you get your thicker lines out of there. I just did that with white paint. Oh boy. Let's see if I can get that to even come off a little bit. So he might be a little messed up, but it's okay. See? Accidents happen when you're crafting. It's okay. It'll all work out in the end. We might have to redo this guy. Just give that a good dry. I'm actually going to turn this up. All right, now that it is pretty much dry, we're actually just going to set it to the side and move on to our next one. And we're just going to get them all this far, and then we'll move on to the next step. You guys know, easy peasy. That's the way I like it. Let me move the white paint so I don't do that again. Let me get my little square cut out. They're just going to be beautiful, and I know it. I can feel it. And like I said, the squares don't have to be perfect because it's just getting put on the tree. So I'll show you just one more time on here. So just get your Mod Podge on there. Make sure you get those corners because we really want this to stay on there. Just like that. Take your square. I had two of them. This one's not going to really matter as far as centering. Just push that down onto your ornament here. Just like that. Get it on there. You can even dry this part first if you want. Like I said, this part where I just kind of use this to kind of push out any of the other little bubbles that are left behind. And then go over top. Right over top. And I'm using a glossy one this time. I'm not using the matte one. I'm using the glossy Mod Podge. So again, you don't need a lot. Just kind of get those thicker lines out of there. And then dry. Dry it up. Then once it's dry, put it to the side and use your other, where am I going? Tissue paper. Use your other tissue paper to make your other ones. Okay, so now that they are all on, just like this, you're just going to take your scissors and just kind of cut along here around the tree. You're just going to cut along the edges. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to take care of that. So just cutting some of the excess off here. Just to get some of this out of your way. All right, get some of that out of there. This is what you're going to end up with once you cut some of that off. And then you're just going to take some sandpaper. I just have this sanding block from Dollar Tree. And you're just going to go around the edges, which takes off all that extra excess that you don't want on there. So just go with the sandpaper right along both edges, or all edges, I mean. I'm just using the softer side of the sandpaper. Do you see what that does? Just gives you that nice edge. And that's all you're gonna do. You're just gonna go around them all and get all that excess off. Doesn't take too long, all right? Pretty easy way to get it all off. And just real close too. So you have nothing extra hanging out. I need to get the paint off my fingers. See? Just go around. And all of that will come off, which is just phenomenal. I like to flip this up. I know I didn't paint the back. So you can even get in between this star on all of its little points with your sanding paper, and all of that will come off. Just gotta take your time. It doesn't take a lot of time though, which we love, right? And then look at that. And that's from because I have paint on my finger. But it's okay. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful little ornament. So we're just going to go along and do that to all the ones we make. So again, you don't have to make all different ones, obviously. You could find your favorite pattern, make a whole bunch of those if you want, or if you want to make these and attach them to somebody's gift, you can find out like their more favorite pattern or make it more personalized for whomever. So there's a million ways that you can do these. If you want to do just plain colors, you could do that as well. But again, just go along, cut all your excess off, take your sanding block and sand your edges. And that's all this part's going to be. So I'm going to do that to all of them and I'll be right back. All right, now that they're all done, what you're going to do is take something. I have this little screwdriver. You're going to want to poke a hole where the hole already is on the ornament. Just because we're going to need to get some string through there. So I'm just going to take this right here, cut me a piece, and fold it in half. Now what I found the easiest thing for me to do is when I take a piece of tape to hold these together. Wrong already. First things first, stick it through the hole. Come on. There we go. Stick it through the hole. And then we are going to fold in half. Then we're going to take our piece of tape. And I like to just go above it a little bit. Twist. And just twist it around like so. Reason being is I want to put some beads on there, and sometimes it's a little bit of a pain in the tush to get them on. So I just do this, right? And I just have some beads. I know they all came from the Dollar Tree here. And I just stick the tape on through to the other side. Sometimes you gotta work it in a little bit. And then just pull it through, just like so. And then take your other one. You can use as many beads. I think I'm just going with the 2 of them. Grab that other side, pull it on through. I'm just going to take this, give it a little knot, just like that. Then I'm going to take the scissors and just cut off the top here. And then you have this super adorable little ornament. And I just realized one thing that I should probably do. We'll see. And then this guy here, I got this from the Dollar Tree as well. Now this was a while back though, so I don't know if they still have it, but luckily enough, they have 2 of the little black and white buffalo check beads. I didn't figure out where I was going with that. So you take your string, once again, pull it on through, just like so, and cut. And I'm wondering if I should knot it first so the beads don't fall all the way down. This is what I was just thinking when I was looking at the last one. So just kind of hold it there in the center and pull that down. That way you have a knot right there. And then take, again, easiest for me is to take the tape there we go. And I just wrap it around just to make my life a little bit easier here with trying to get the beads on, because sometimes they're a pain, you know? They just make it to a point so they go on nice and easy. See? And then you just stick it on through. Add your beads. Just like so. Little twisty twist. This one I want to bring up as close to the top as I can. Cut off the top. And then look. Super stinking adorable. Super stinking adorable. Now, there's some regular beads, like wooden beads on here. You can paint them. If you want them to match a little different, you could use all white ones, bigger ones, smaller ones, whatever kind that you want to do. All right. And look at that. So I think I'm actually going to paint those red. Possibly find a blue, paint those blue. I'm going to put them on the exact same way. Oh, and I have the snowman one. And I'm going to put them in the tree. And you guys can see what they look like. Okay, so there they are on the tree. Huh. I'll turn the camera around in a minute because we have Miss Avery with us. But look how cute. Are you talking? Right? Just a perfect, easy little addition to your ornaments, right? Say okay, everybody. I hope you liked our DIY. Until next time, say bye.